Hey guys, today we, Renessa, are here to talk about the most important document needed in a democracy, the Constitution. Yes, you heard it right. SVNIT has its very own constitution, and in this video, we will tell you everything you need to know about it. The main aim of this constitution is to encourage student participation in governance and administration of our college. It comprises of the following topics: student council, hostel council, college publication, that is us, film club, elections, and amendments. Now we start with the student council. Student council comprises of the EW, the GSB, and the SAC. EW stands for Executive Wing, which will be discussed extensively in our upcoming videos. GSB stands for General Student Body, which includes all of you. And SAC stands for Student Affairs Council.
The SAC, or the Student Affairs Council, is responsible for making guidelines and policies for the EW as well as the General Student Body to follow. The General Student Body, that is you guys, have a right to hold a referendum and overrule any of these policies. It's the duty of the SAC to keep the student body informed about the various policies and decisions they make. The SAC consists of a variety of student representatives. For hostelites, there's a hostel secretary, and for day scholars, there's a day scholar representative. There are branch counselors for every BTech branch, and we have a class counselor for BTech first year students, MSc students, and there's even a counselor for PhD students. The SAC also consists of the faculty advisor, the Dean of Academic, the Dean for Student Welfare, the Dean in charge of Planning and Development, as well as a professor in charge of training and placements. EW members are not a part of the SAC. However, EW members are supposed to attend SAC meetings and also make suggestions for policies wherever possible.
Next up is the speaker. The speaker conducts the meetings of the SAC and is elected by its councillors. Apart from this, the speaker also has other duties. He or she prepares the agenda for every SAC meeting. The speaker is responsible for the maintenance of the following documents: the Constitution with its amendments, reports from various committees, and the minutes of every SAC meeting. If you're able to get 25 signatures, then it is mandatory for the speaker to produce the aforementioned documents. We also have the deputy speaker, who assists the speaker in his or her roles. In the absence of the speaker, the deputy speaker takes up the role of the speaker. Next up is the hostel council. The hostel council comprises of both the faculty as well as student representatives. From the faculty, we have a chief warden and his or her own council of wardens. From the students' representatives, the highest position is the hostel secretary. To assist the hostel secretary, we have the joint hostel secretary. We have other posts for other areas, such as we have the mess secretary, sports, cultural, magazine, technical, welfare, as well as the environment secretary. We now talk about the most interesting aspect of the Constitution: elections. Every year, the members of the SAC and the EW are elected by the students of the college. To ensure the smooth functioning of elections, the Dean Student Welfare appoints a faculty member as the election officer. The election officer then appoints various polling officers to be present at the booths during elections. Should anything go wrong, there is a grievance committee which is formed. A grievance committee consists of the Dean Student Welfare, the election officer, speaker of the existing SAC, member of the SAC, and the GS. The grievance committee looks into complaints regarding elections and takes appropriate actions. A referendum can also be initiated if half the strength of the SAC or more than 1/5 of the college crowd asks for it through a signed memorandum given to the speaker. Apart from all this, there are few restrictions regarding elections. First of which is campaigning. No candidate is allowed to use PA systems during their campaign. No handbills or banners are permitted. the candidates may not provide transportation to any of its voters, and many more.
If you want to contest in the elections of SVNIT, here's what you need to know. You have to have a minimum pointer of a 7.0 out of 10. I know for some that sucks, but that's the rules. Also, your grade sheet cannot have an FF, an XX, or an II grade by the time you file your nomination. No disciplinary action must be taken against you by the academic disciplinary committee or the hostel disciplinary committee. Also, you can't stand for more than one post, obviously, and you can't resign from one post and stand for another in the same year. A policy in the Constitution can be amended up to 2 years after it is announced. This amendment can be brought about by the students, that's you all, a member of the SAC, or a member of the Senate, that is a faculty member. This amendment must be conveyed to the students by the speaker at least 2 days before it comes into effect, after which the students have 2 weeks to give their suggestions and opinions about this new amendment. Moving on to the campus publication. That's us, Renessa. We're the only campus publication here. And if you'd like to start another, you'll have to obtain permission from the SAC. Please don't. The editorial board of Renessa is decided by the chief editor.
This was the gist of our constitution.
We made this video so that y'all would be more involved with the administrative as well as electoral process of our college.
The constitution holds your rights, and hence it's necessary that you know them.
We've skipped some topics in the constitution because we deemed them too boring. If we were to cover every single point in the constitution, this video would be 30 minutes long.
But if you're interested to know more, the link to the entire constitution is in the description.
Stay tuned to Renessa for more videos like these.
Until next time, goodbye. Perfect. I said goodbye because I thought it was so boring. I don't know what was happening. Yeah, dude, goodbye was necessary. It was so.
It was actually necessary. It was Ajib sir.
Wait, we have to hold that shot.
Oh wait, keep the cups properly, like next to each other.
नहीं जैसा शॉट